Hello, 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 YouTube. Thanks for joining. I am the messenger for the ones. But you all can call me Lady Love. I have my Bigo family here with me. And we came to share a message. One of many, I might add. We have one that seems to be a part of my soul, coming from the other side of the world. We have running up behind him. Always for Hillary behind him. Mr. Cut It Out beside them. Lisa's here. Mr. Cut It Out, sending love. Success has walked in the door, and it's here to stay. It came bearing gifts. We have ID 844555418. Mr. Bashful, Martin in the house. We have 802-371-281. We have Mr. Anthony. We have Big Daddy Trap. We have Enrique here with us. 08197. We have 803-003-812. We have Mr. Bradley in the house. We have 665-666-920. We have 833-458. We have, 833-458-874. We have the cool guy here keeping everything cool. We have Fax here taking all the notes. We have Johnny Alexis keeping the vibe high. And we have East Atlanta keeping everything grounded. We have Dawn here with us. We have Kevin. Running up behind them once again is Success. We have Randy and we have Mr. Rogers. Mr. Ella Rogers Jr. here. Again, pieces of the one. We have the dub here. We have 745-233-781. And Success yet again running up behind them. These are the ones that are here with me, that are here to share these beautiful messages. Alright, the first thing I want to discuss, of course, is always a high and a low frequency for everything. Wherever you're balanced, this is where you're balanced. That doesn't mean that everyone is where you are. We know this. But there are a lot of people that are still learning. You see, they put the cart before the horse. They didn't do the groundwork. They didn't do that foundational work. They just went. But others, like the chosen ones, you know who you are. The starseeds. Those that know they're here on a mission. You're not like those that just went because, see, we were sent. And that's the difference. Due to a lot of you being totally balanced, this has caused changes in your life. And when I say changes, I mean the proper changes. And they're continuously taking place. You're protected as you do it. And this goes from the higher ups all the way down to whatever your job is in the spiritual realm, as well as in this 7D. You know, a lot of people say, well, you know, it's 3D. No, it's 5D. No, baby, it's 7, 8, and 9. And if you're not there, you're in the 5th, you're working on it. But if you're on the 3rd, you're lost in the sauce. Being that I am one that meets everyone where they are, this may upset a lot of the collective because they already know the things that I may speak of. But there's always something for everybody. So, enough about that. Due to you making the proper changes, you know you're protected beyond what you can imagine. Due to your gifts. You see, it was your gifts that made room for you. Isn't it written? You worked hard to make these balance changes in private. And I say, I mean personal changes first. You see, charity starts at home. You are the temple. You are your temple. And you had to go within and you made a lot of changes, and you're still making changes for the better. Balance changes. And again, you did it in private. So this means you will be rewarded openly. You and all that you love, all that has been given is protected. 421 gives us 7. Shadow work complete. You're there when the Most High calls a meeting. You are there. You are in attendance to every one of them. For those, you know, we just discussed the high. We'll discuss briefly the low. For those who refuse to do the work, who refuse to make the proper changes, who refuse to let those things that no longer serve them go. Those who are still in denial. Those who are still doing underhanded things. Whatever it is for you. You're in a season of towers. It's tower hour. And a lot of you are still in denial. Wake up. It's time to get up. And to those who are helping them stay stuck. Indeed, you know, shit rolls downhill. But you see, when you're in an illusion, you think you're still sitting at the top. But when the divine turns up everything upside down, when God steps in and turns everything upside down, you must remember you're at the bottom. So that same shitstorm you designed for the ones is now perfectly designed for you. You know, a lot of times it takes a lot of time for things to happen, you know, for the shit to roll down. But when it's done properly, you start feeling the drops instantly. A lot of people did work with spiritual healers to keep the collective, and I mean the us in the U.S. sleeping. They attempted to keep us sleeping. They never thought in 1,000 years that this would happen. But it has happened. They're having to tell the truth about things they never thought they would have to expose. They're way beyond passing judgment upon one another. They're way beyond it. I mean, they're fighting. It's gotten really bad. But everyone chose their journeys. It's free will and choice. When attempting to make life hard as hell for the real ones that stay on pilot patrol. Their God now, right now, is turning their asses upside down. It's what's called the end of the line. They're being told to go to the end of the line. And what does the word say? The first will be last and the last will be what? Indeed. They were so busy experimenting on us, they missed the whole experience. And there were so many. So many. But that test of time, that unconditional love test, that you can't fake it, you can't cheat, you can't look, It's you and the Almighty Most High. You and your balanced self, you and your yes and your no. Your male and your female. Your dark and your light, that you've learned to love balancedly. That's when you can just walk up and, I'm talking about, just look, you got the keys. You can walk from, you can go visit people in the 5D and, try to help them raise their vibration without losing your own, because you dwell in 7, 8, and you know all about 9, because let me tell you, so 9 box your socks off. 9 beat you upside your head till you got it together. 9 knock you out the boat into the water. And you couldn't even swim, but you survived. Took you around the world in 7 days. Experience. Good and bad. Not to the point of being overly emotional, so you found that happy balance, because you understand that when you're sitting in this natural energy for you, your imagination, this is what nourishes the creative aspect of your mind. The old must be released so that the new can enter. You have a lot of help out here in these spiritual streets, baby. You've gained your spiritual independence due to all of the experiences, the tests, those divine university classes that the nuns teach. And anyone on Bigo, if you know your way around YouTube, go check out Ghetto Nun. She's one of many, giving you what you need. Only those who've passed their test can experience these miracles, because you're about to be introduced to people that are going to help change the rest of your life. They're not your way to go. They're making room in order for you to make your own path. Due to these new classes, new experiences, as long as you're not being experimented on or doing any experimenting, you'll be able to attend these high vibrational classes. And due to all the hidden envy that's attempting to lurk around, it will never get to you, because it brings along with it doubt and failure, and that's something you've been through already. It goes back from which it came. Your perseverance causes you to be on such a frequency that you're clear, you're clean, your pure intent can't even be recognized or attached to by anything less than what it is itself. 445 gives us 49. You went from the 4 to the 9, just like I said. You didn't get a t-shirt. You got a crown. Congratulations. I speak for the us, who speaks to the we, the they, and the them. Know who you are. I'm the messenger. Thanks for joining.